Our 24/7 showroom at ToyotaofGrandRapids.com or visit us on 28th Street and make no payments all summer.
And that is a look at the festivities both in and around Target Field in Minneapolis, just over an hour away from first pitch at the Midsummer Classic. A lot to get to before it gets started. Once again, the Detroit Tigers will be well represented at this year's All-Star Game.
Yeah, the Tigers sending 4 players to Target Field in Minneapolis, and Fox 17 sent 4 of our best to cover them.
We check back in now with 2 of our own All-Stars, Steve Ambrose and Jason Hutton.
Yeah, we've got 2 more here that you don't see behind the scenes. Chris Podorowski, who's running the camera here, and Ben Strack, who's running the stat truck. Really, those are the starters of our group. You and I were the reserves.
We do our best, don't we? But the Tigers clearly well represented, as we've mentioned, the 4 that are here. Victor Martinez will not play because of the injury, so teammate Ian Kinsler replaced him. Yep. Max Scherzer is here. He started the game a year ago in New York. This year he won't be starting, but certainly we'll expect to see him pitch tonight, hopefully. And Miguel Cabrera will start at first base. We've had a chance to talk to these guys really over the last week or so, but especially yesterday when we got a chance to talk to him at Media Day. Miguel Cabrera is no stranger to the MLB All-Star Game, appearing for the 9th time and second as a starter. And he's just happy to share the experience with so many of his teammates.
When you see the faces you see every day, they be in the All-Star Game with you, I mean, they mean a lot. I feel proud for my team because the reason we in the first place because they go out there and play hard.
Victor Martinez was selected as a reserve but will not play because of injury, so teammate Ian Kinsler will take his place. For Kinsler, it's his 4th All-Star appearance, but his first with Detroit.
Great to be here. I mean, every opportunity you get to be in an All-Star game is special, and you know, to be amongst the best players in the game of today, it's pretty special, and you just try to soak everything in and just enjoy it as much as you can.
Tigers starting pitcher Max Scherzer is appearing in his 2nd consecutive Midsummer Classic after starting the game in New York last season.
Every individual accomplishment and award is they each mean their own thing. You know, it was great last year to be able to go to the All-Star game and start it. That was such an honor, and to be able to do it again, that's an honor in its own right to be able to go back-to-back All-Star games. So you just enjoy every moment of it because opportunities like this don't come around too often.
That, of course, is a look at the Tigers and the All-Star Game this year, but they have a long and storied history in the All-Star Game. They've had a total of 230 All-Star selections. 77 of those have been starters. The man with the most, of course, Mr. Tiger, Al Kaline, 18 times in 15 years. Of course, as Mitch said earlier, 2 All-Star games from 59 to 62, but he's actually not the Tiger with the most games started. That actually goes to Bill Freehand, who started for the American League as a catcher for 7 straight years, from 66 to 1971.
And you see the Tigers' history there, and a guy who's making his mark in the Tigers' all-time marks, and really all Major League Baseball marks, is Miguel Cabrera.
Yeah, not surprising, right? In fact, he's in his 9th All-Star game this year, as we just mentioned. That's actually 2nd most of all All-Stars at this game, trailing only Derek Jeter, who's in his 14th.
Yeah, and you would expect him to make a lot more. He's going to be paid to make a lot more All-Stars. So if you would continue to do the things that you're doing, McGee, we would appreciate it as well. We're going to continue to do the things that we're going to do here at Target Field, but for now, let's send it back to West Michigan.
All right, guys, thanks for that. Well, the Tigers All-Stars are in Minnesota because of their great skills.
Yeah, but their love for the game is matched, maybe even surpassed, by a West Michigan couple, Jerry and Carolyn Eustace. There are 30 teams in Major League Baseball, which means that there are 30 ballparks. Jerry and Janine Eustace from Grand Rapids have been to all 30 of them.
You can't go to all the football stadiums. It's just the atmosphere is different. Even basketball stadiums are the same cutout, and they're basically the same. But baseball's all different atmospheres.
It's a journey that the couple accidentally started 31 years ago in Milwaukee. Whenever they would vacation somewhere, they'd try to catch a game. Then one year, Janine got an idea.
Our son Nathan went to California for spring training, and we thought, gosh, we can get a couple games in here, and then thinking, okay, we're over halfway to the state, seeing them all. We can do it.
And so they began their journey through Major League Baseball in earnest, but soon realized that this journey would require some backtracking.
Yeah, we went to Cleveland at Memorial Stadium, and, they built a new one. We had gone to St. Louis, they built a new one, so they're all building new stadiums. So, it's kind of hard to keep up with them.
After 30 years, the couple completed the journey last July with a trip to Seattle and Safeco Field.
And the people that we met there, we were kind of telling them that we've done, this was our last stadium, and we met other people that were doing the same thing with their families. So it was that's kind of nice, So we gave them what we thought, and they were excited to hear what our stories were.
Along the way, they've collected ticket stubs, souvenir cups, and mini bats. Jerry's favorite park to visit was PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Janine liked Camden Yards in Baltimore. While they've completed their trek through all the parks, they still have some things to check off their list.
We have to go to a World Series.
World Series, or at least a playoff game.
Yeah.
And All-Star game.
They'll get there.
Yeah.
They'll check it all off the list.
No doubt.
Yeah.
There's a little more than an hour until game time.
First, though, we are going to look back at the All-Star game right here in West Michigan. The Midwest League All-Star game took place at Fifth Third Ballpark in Comstock Park. What the Whitecaps learned from that experience of hosting it.
And we're going to head back out to Minneapolis to get a look at what the city and Target Field had to offer fans this week.
You're watching Fox 17's Night with the Stars. It's Toyota's #1 summer sales event. Toyota is #1.